Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time. Couldn't left you, but I dope beat the step too. Yes, welcome back. We are back in action. I know I went missing for like a month, but had work, finish school. Well, not finish school, but like just tie up those loose ends of graduating and whatever. But as you guys can tell by the title of the video, I have moved. So basically, I was going to school in Albany, and I decided that after I graduated, I didn't want to move back home to Connecticut. I have a full-time job out here, and I want to go to grad school out here for criminal justice. So I was like, instead of moving home and then getting my life together or not getting my life together or whatever the case is in Connecticut and then moving back out here when I know for sure, I was like, I might as well just stay out here, keep working the full-time job that I have, find somewhere to live, and just, make it do what it do. So, yes, your girl
is officially an Albany resident.
No, Albany's not trash. Albany's just not Connecticut, and that's why it's not the best. But yeah, so I found somewhere to live. I don't want to say found somewhere to live because that sounds like I'm just living anywhere. Me and these two girls that I know got a 3-bedroom house. So that's where we live now. Well, apartment house. It's a 2-family house, so people live above us and we live on the first floor. And this is my room. This is my bed. It's so cute. Black girl magic all day. You guys are definitely gonna get a room tour. I just have to finish putting my room together. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, I'm gonna put over here, and then I'm like, a week later, I don't like that over there, so I'm gonna move to the other side of the room. So a room tour is definitely happening. I can't give you an exact date of when it's happening because I'm such an indecisive person. I'm a Libra, as you know from the last video. Can't make up my mind to save my life. So yeah. But in this video, I wanted to touch on a few things. Like, first and foremost, if you want to move, if you're in school, or even if you're home, like not in school, and you feel like, I need new scenery, I don't feel like I'm flourishing home, all that stuff, at home, all that stuff, move. I recommend moving, definitely plan before you move. Like, I planned this out. This was definitely like a couple, like not even a couple months, like from when I started school in the fall, I knew I was staying in Albany once I graduated. So definitely plan it out. But if you want to move, if you think like, yeah, I definitely don't think like living where I grew up is going to be the place for me, move. You're never going to be able to grow somewhere you don't feel challenged or feel like, okay, this is it for me, I can grow here. So yeah, definitely move. But be smart about moving. Don't just like, well, actually no, because we see a lot of stories of people who are like, I moved and I had $20 in my pocket and now look at me, I got a mansion. So move and pace your moving to yourself. Like for me, I can't move. I wasn't gonna move if I didn't know like I had a job, because that would have brought too much anxiety for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a job. I am gonna try to find a new job now that I've graduated, but having that steady income was definitely a major role in why I decided to find an apartment out here and stay out here. And so far it's been going well. Like, I definitely have to adjust to being my own adult, kind of. Like, I was living in a college campus and we had an apartment. It was me and one of my best friends, Sky. We had an apartment to ourselves, but it was still like dorming. So like, yeah, we had a lot of freedom to do what we wanted to do, but it was still like, maintenance is gonna come back in the hallway. If the washer breaks, maintenance gonna come. Like, just those little things that you kind of take for granted when you live on campus, I guess. But like, I've also been adulting myself for a long time since I got to college, so it was kind of just like tweaking how I adulted myself when I lived on campus to like, okay, now you fully live by yourself. You have to transfer all your mail here. You have to, you know, make sure, I don't want to say make sure taking the trash out, because in the apartment building that we lived in on campus, we had to take our own trash out, but like, you could take trash out any day because whenever they picked it up was their business. You know what I'm saying? But here it's like, okay, your trash comes Wednesday mornings and they come at like 6:30 a.m., 7 o'clock. So if your trash is not out, that is your trash for the next week until next Wednesday, you know? So like, just those little things where it's like, be mindful. And you know, paying water, paying electricity. Granted, I like long hot showers, and that's something that's not going to change for me. So it's just like, okay, you like long hot showers, sis? Work that little bit of extra time so that way if your bill comes back and you took 20 long hot showers this month, you got that money for that water bill, right? And like, having lights on and all that stuff, it's like, you also shouldn't, you should be mindful. Ooh, a little, that's funny. You should be mindful of your consumption of electricity, consumption of water, consumption of like groceries and all that stuff. You should be mindful of those because you don't want to be living outside of your means. But I definitely don't think you should be compromising on your comfortability. Definitely don't think you should live outside your means, because at the end of the day, you're the only one paying your bills, unless, you know, your parents are paying your bills and ball out on mommy and daddy's tab. But like, if you're the only one paying your bills, don't live outside your means, but don't make yourself feel like I have to sacrifice a hot shower, or I have to sacrifice watching TV or having a TV because I want to live on my own so bad. You know, like, maybe you don't live on your own now, you know, maybe you don't move out in July, but you move out in December because you took those extra couple months to stack so that way you could live somewhere nicer. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about planning properly and making sure you're doing what's best for you. And also, take heed to what, you know, the adults in your life are saying to you, but don't take it for Bible, because they also, like, the adults in your life grew up in a different time, so they may have been okay with like creaky floors and like doors that don't close and sinks that clog very often because they were living on their own. But if that's not something you're comfortable with, don't do it. Like, just I would not compromise on me being comfortable for me being able to be like, I'm grown, I live on my own. Because for my friends that are watching this, you guys know Mama Sonia keeps the house in Connecticut decked out, and I come from a very comfortable living situation back home, and being able to do things and come and go as I please because my mom fortunate enough to provide that lifestyle for us growing up. So I knew the standards of living that I was used to, and I didn't want anything less than that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, don't compromise on your standard of living. Granted, if you had a maid growing up, but now you have to live by yourself and you can afford a maid, don't say I'm not gonna live by myself because I can't afford a maid. Learn how to, you know, adult. Learn how to fold your own clothes, learn how to do your own laundry. Those are like skills that you can pick up on without having to compromise on your lifestyle. So yeah, pretty much. So I mentioned that I stayed out here mostly for grad school, and Miss Rona, she's so rude. She literally ruined 2020. Like, she ruined 2020, but she also gave 2020 like she also gave people in 2020 definite insight on what they wanted to work on, what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go in life, what they did like, what they didn't like about themselves, and is giving everyone the year to really go hard about themselves and figure out, like, okay, I'm gonna grind, sit down in 2020, and when 2021 happens, this stuff gonna pop. You know what I'm saying? So, like, Miss Romy, you suck. But shout out to you for making a shorty do some self-reflection. Right. You always gotta look for the positive and the negative. So yes, so I was planning on going to grad school in the fall, but after like having to finish school online and then working a lot more because I work in a group home. I've been at work a lot more, like working doubles a lot more, working 8 a.m.s to 10 p.m.s, 9 a.m.s to 10 p.m.s, and it's definitely kind of burning me out, but also my job isn't horrible. It's just having to be there all the time is the part that's like, but so because I've been there a lot and like not having time to study for the GRE, which is the test you have to take to get into grad school, I decided to push going to grad school back until January 2021. And I just felt like that is the best suitable decision for me because I don't want to jump into anything right away just because, you know, the society like says, okay, you graduated college with your bachelor's, what are you gonna do next? And it's just like, you know, don't ask me what I'm gonna do next. I just accomplished college. Like, I just accomplished college, be grateful, right? Like, people always want to pressure kids that just like grad students and college graduates to be like, oh, well, like you just did this, so what's next? Taking a deep breath, taking a shot, going on a vacation, you know, relaxing, finding my sanity. That's what's next, okay? Because college is so hard. Anyone who goes to college, even if you don't finish because you realize this isn't for me, anyone who goes to college, you deserve the best vacation, the biggest shot, $100,000 deposited to your bank account from the government. You deserve everything under the sun because college is so hard. But yeah, so I plan on going to grad school in January 2021. I want to go to the University of Albany for criminal justice because learning the law, fighting crime, you know, standing up to social injustice is my calling. So yeah, that's what I'm going to school for. But yeah, pretty much, I moved to Albany. I'm in Albany now. And I don't want to say this is where we're starting our life because I don't plan on staying in Albany that long. Like, when I get into the grad program, not if, because your girl gonna body the GRE and I'm going to get in, manifestation. Once I get into the grad program, depending on how long it takes me to finish the grad program, then I will know how long I stay in Albany, because University of Albany is number 3 in the nation for criminal justice programs. So, had to get up on it, had to, get into that, because that's amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna do that, body that. So yes, you guys, stay tuned for more videos. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to your girl. Yes, like this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video with everyone you know, because why wouldn't you? I appreciate you guys, tuning in to me. Be blessed, never stressed, and never pressed. Bye, guys.
Rose gold seat on a fucking helicopter, double C, but she near cause she's bad, bad, bad. Riding Kawasaki, I can cup you in the Rari, let you ride it, then you rap, and you're bad, bad, bad. No plan, no Atari, I won't play with you for nothing, I can eat you like hibachi cause you bad, bad, bad. I just took the doors, all the guinea, now I'm riding, and I'm sliding in the sideways, now she call me her zaddy. Rich nigga shit up on my daddy, your new petty, got a model, gotta think it gotta be him, gotta stay.